Hi, I'm David Murphy. I had the privilege of serving as the 2019-2020 president of the BPS, and I chair the BPS Covid-19 coordinating group. Quite early on, I think we identified that psychology could play a really key role in this. But it was clear that we would need a different way of working, a different kind of structure to really bring to bear the best of psychology. So that's why we set up the COVID coordinating group. Originally we called it a task force, but then we dropped that because it was really about bringing people together and connecting people from right across the society. So people in academia, people from practice, bringing people together who had the experience and the sort of will to be involved, and then just to try and connect them and to support them and just to help them do their best work, really, I think was probably the kind of motto of the coordinating group. And that was just amazing to see how people from across the society came together. And they just, the amount of work that went into that from loads of members of the society and also members of BPS staff was just incredible. It had taken 9 months to set up the Task Force on Diversity and Inclusion, and from being approved by the trustees to having its first meeting was 4 days. I think it was 4 or 5 days for the task force and for the COVID coordinating group. And now, as we are about 7 months later, I think it's produced over 70 outputs. I think one of the things that made me think that this is something really special is that I was reading government documents that were saying this document is largely based on the work the BPS did. And I have to say I've not seen that too much in the past. And people were coming up to us and saying, we're really interested in what you're doing. Can you tell us more about it? And that's the really positive sign, both in the UK and all over the world. In the last 7 months, I've done far more international work than I'd ever done before. The work's been translated, I think, into 15 different languages or something at the last count. And I've been working with presidents from other psychological associations from, I think it's over about 70 different countries have been meeting weekly right from the end of March. And it's been amazing how much people have come together. I think it's made us sort of focus on the fact that certainly a disease like COVID is very much dependent on people's behaviour. Obviously there's people, doing things with vaccines and stuff that are kind of in the laboratory, but in terms of preventing the disease spreading, it's mainly the main sort of approach that is around human behaviour. So I think that kind of thrust psychology to the forefront, really.